that splat, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington football team. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle made by
it's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, it's Gibson, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's good.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
At the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first.
The 41-yard line.
On first down, Gibson able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
4th down and 1.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And it's 3-0 Washington. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 22-yard line.
play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They go play action with Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson looking left side. He's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Raider first down.
It's Barkley on the counter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and goal, Raiders.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
3, Raiders 0.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Jackson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down, Las Vegas.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to number
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him. I'll fix him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 2nd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 20. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. And even 70 yards. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw again. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And Washington has retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is now 10-7.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Third down, Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 19. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Troy Apke. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
The 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second down, it's Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A big gain on
an incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now back to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Las Vegas, first down.
Off the play fake. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, completion here to Claypool. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Now fourth down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Again, Jackson gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Catch made, it's Moreau. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down, Las Vegas.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
On the carry.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
To Chase Claypool.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Washington 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
At the 48-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. steps away to his left. Now he'll... Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They run the counter. Gibson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. The 40. The 20. 10. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with